Hey everyone, and welcome back. In this episode, we're getting into a brand of whiskey that I have not talked about on the show yet. This is the Jefferson's Reserve Limited Edition Cask Strength. I'm Tuck, and this is Bourbon Broke. So Jefferson's Reserve, as of late anyway, seems to be more well known for their bottles with a unique aging process, like Tropics, which is aged in Singapore in that really high heat and high humidity, or Ocean, which is probably their most popular right now, is aged in different climates at sea. Now, some people might think that that's kind of gimmicky or whatever. Personally, I don't really think it's gimmicky. It's just, Jefferson's Reserve thinking outside the box a little bit and trying some different things. But, personally, I tend to go along with, give me a bottle that was distilled, barreled, and aged in Kentucky. Let's go. And that seems to be what they did with this one right here. Now, this one right here is a limited edition cask strength. Comes in at 130 proof. Oh, yeah. It's aged for 8 years. It has an SRP of $69.99. And as far as a secondary, I don't think we're really going to see a secondary on this. Although, this is a limited edition. And, if people really start liking it and there's, a limited amount of them, who knows? That price could shoot up. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into this one and see how it is. So I have not tried this yet. I opened it up a couple hours ago to let it air out a little bit. Poured some out in the Bourbon Broke Glencairn, and let's see how this goes. First sip of the day, 130 proof. What could go wrong? A lot. For 130 proof, I was expecting a little bit more punch on the nose there. Maybe a little heavy ethanol, but not at all. I would have never guessed this is 130. Luxardo cherries for days. Dark cherry. A little bit of vanilla. Touch of oak in there. A little bit of caramel. Touch of baking spice. But man, overwhelmingly cherries and a little vanilla in there. Mostly. Whoa. That's a nice nose. That's nice. Hope that carries over into the palate. Let's see, get on that palate. Get on it. Looking forward to this. This is a blend of 4 Kentucky bourbons, but it really drinks more like a rye to me. It's a really nice spice in there. And, all 4 of the barrels that this was blended with were all different proofs. But when it came right out at 130 on the nose. That cherry definitely carries over. That cherry and vanilla. Now that, like baking spice on the nose, coming across, that's like cinnamon. Yeah, that's a cinnamon. Baking spice, allspice, cinnamon. Maybe a dash of both in there. I don't know. I'll tell you what, though. This is damn good. Damn good. That spice in that is really like a black pepper. Especially on that finish. And at 130, that finish is just carrying on and on and on. Still going. A lot more oak on the finish. Little hiccup there. A little 130 on an empty stomach. It's all good. This is really good. As I had mentioned at the beginning, it seems like lately Jefferson's Reserve is, more known for their, like Tropics, Ocean, those bottles. But this right here, just a straight up, Kentucky bourbon, 130 proof, cask strength. This is fantastic. I like this a lot. And at that price point, $69.99, yeah. Yeah. And it's 130 proof, but I don't think it's drinking that high. You can definitely tell it's a high proof, but I would think more in that, maybe 120 range, something like that, but bumping it up another 10 to 130, it doesn't drink like it. Wow. And I'm getting, along with that cherry, vanilla, the caramel on the palate, I'm getting some butterscotch in there. And as you know, I normally cannot differentiate butterscotch and honey in my whiskeys, but this one right here is a butterscotch. Man, that thing just coats the tongue, the palate. Man, this is really good. Kudos to Jefferson's Reserve. I'm liking this a lot. As far as a rating on this one, it's just damn good, especially $69.99. I'm going to go a 9.2 on this one. This is very, very, very good. I'm liking this a lot. Is it a must buy? It's a limited edition. If you can find it out there, and if you like high proofs, I think the price point on it is really good. And to me, I think it's a must buy. Yeah. Like if I didn't already have the bottle, I was over at a friend's house, they let me try it, and I did see one out there for $69.99, I'd be all over it. I'd grab it in a heartbeat. This is really good. Yeah. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did drinking it. If so, please hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. If you'd like to check out some Bourbon Broke stuff, just go to bourbonbroke.com. Check out everything on there. That's it for tonight. And remember, keep your friends close and your bourbon closer. Cheers. Go out and get this one.